Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In this session, we are going to take an important question from GATE 2020. Basically, we are first going to cover its concept and then we'll solve the numerical. Okay, so now this is from a very important topic from computer architecture and organization, and it is TLB paging. So TLB, which is translation look aside buffer, it is, one of the critical topics of computer architecture and organization, and some of its part you'll also see in operating system many times. So let's see what it is. First of all, what is TLB? TLB is translation look aside buffer, and what it actually is. It is a high-speed cache basically. So what was its purpose? Why was it introduced? It was basically introduced to speed up the page fault service process, which takes place. So how does it takes place? What undergoes in it? How TLB helps improving it? That's all what we are going to study in today's video. Okay. So now how it, helps to speed up the page fault service process. It basically reduces the number of page faults, and how it does it, it basically stores the most recently used page table entries. So please do not worry, I'm going to highlight this entire thing using a diagrammatic procedural thing over here. Okay, so the broad idea is over here. First of all, whenever a page request is performed by CPU or one of the processes, let's say, it is first checked in TLB, okay, which is your high speed cache. And now TLB, what does it do? It stores page table entries. When I say page table entries, over here also I said page table entries, it basically means, a mapping kind of thing between page number and frame number. So let's say if P naught is required over here, it will be storing something like P naught and then 15, wherein it means that P naught page number data can be found on frame number 15. So it is already present on frame number 15. So how these entries are present over here? See, as the requests are made, it keeps on storing the requests over here. As processes make requests, they use these pages. So this mapping is basically stored by TLB in this cache kind of thing. And now TLB is of very limited size, okay? Like cache is of limited size. So TLB is of limited size, and wherein what you do, you only store some restricted number of these entries, okay? Some restricted number of entries are stored, which are like most recently used. This is the keyword over here. Most recently used entries will be placed in this table, okay? And like if it was recently used, you can find it over here. So what was happening over here was P naught was requested. So we found that P naught entry over here, which has a frame number 15. Now we have the frame number 15 over here. Please attention over here, that here the frame number is only there. It is not storing the actual frames, because the actual frames will be where? They'll be in the physical memory. Remember, physical memory stores data in form of frames, and logical memory stores in the form of pages, right? So we have basically, uh, obtained the mapping of P naught, which was, let's say, a logical address, right? Logical address to a frame number. We have found the index, basically index of this data, where it will be present in the physical memory. So now when we have the index over here we have the index, that this is frame number 15. You can fetch the data over here and you can return it to the process. Now, what if it was not actually present in TLB? What would have happened in that case? In that case, what happens is you actually search, for that page number from the entire collection of page numbers which are present in the physical memory. Okay, so here you search in the page table or page map. Page map or page table stores the complete, as it is saying, it is a map, stores the complete map between all the page numbers and the frame numbers. So the complete mapping is over here. you search for that particular page. Let's say this is P0 over here. You keep on searching from 0, 1, 2, 3. So it is basically a sequential search, right? You keep on searching, and once you find out that this is your page number, required page number, what you do is you fetch the corresponding frame number. Again, the same procedure. This is also a mapping, but this is the complete collection, and this over here in the TLB was some restricted amount of entries. Okay, so now once we have the frame number, again what we do over here is we fetch the frame number from physical memory, and once we have fetched the frame number, what we do, we uh, return the data from this particular frame to the process. Now another important thing, the last step that would be performed over here would be what? Now this is one of the recently used page entry, right? So you will be updating this page entry also. This updation will also occur. This updation, most of the books where they specify this entire thing, they, they are missing on this point. In many of the books they are missing on this point, that this updation is also performed in the TLB, because now this is one of the most recently used page, right? And if it was currently not present in TLB, then only we have searched the page map, and once we have searched the page map, we have serviced the request of the process, we have handled the page fault, right? Because it was not present in the main memory, it was basically a page fault, right? So once we have handled that request, once we have handled this thing, or you can say once we have found out that the mapping was not in TLB, you need to place that mapping in the TLB now. So what you will be doing over here now, if the TLB is completely full, then you will be replacing one of the entries, right? Then you will be replacing one of the entries using a replacement algorithms that you might have studied. Okay, in any case, if it is not currently in my videos, I'll be making a video on that as well. Okay, so the idea over here is then you replace that entry from the existing entries over here, and if there is sufficient space available, then you just add on that entry over here. So the entry that will be added as will be P0 and 15, which is already over here. Okay, so let's say there was some X page number which was requested, and let's say, okay, let's say 3 is already here, 2 is not there. Let's say page number 2 was requested. We found out from the page map that the address of frame number is 12, index of frame number is 12, it is present at the 12th frame number. Then the entry which would have been added over here in the TLB would be what? 2 and 12. This entry would be added over here. Okay, okay. Yeah, so that's all for this particular thing. This is the entire procedure which happens, and this is how, TLB helps in what do we say, in speedifying the entire procedure. Because if it is one of the, if the page requested is one of those which has already been used, recently used page, then you just fetch its frame number from here. You don't need to search the entire page table. That is the concept. You don't need to search the entire page table. You just fetch the frame index from TLB, and you go to the main memory, fetch that thing, and uh, yeah, and return to that process. Now important thing over here is that how will the time differ in both the cases. In the first case, we just perform a TLB lookup, right? In the first case, if I just jot down that thing, in the first case we just perform the TLB lookup and we fetched the frame from the main memory. So yes, main memory access time will be also there. In the second case, we first perform the TLB access. We did not get anything over here. We did not find the frame. Then we search the page map. So page map time will again also be there. And then we perform the main memory access. So in this case, this is the extra thing that is happening. Okay. But if you compare both of them, in most of the cases where the TLB hit will be occurring, TLB hit occurs when you find the entry in the TLB. In those cases, you will be reducing on this time, which is a significant difference because the TLB access time is very much lesser than the page map access time. Okay, yeah. So that's all for this particular session. In the next session, I'll be taking up a recent GATE 2020 question from the same concept, and I'll also be adding some more new things into it, which we'll discuss therein only. So I hope this concept, this video helped you in some manner. In case it did, please press the like icon below. In case you're the first one who's viewing, who has come to my channel, come across my channel for the first time, or you have not subscribed it till now, please subscribe and press the bell icon which is along with it, so that it helps me to keep you notified with all my recent videos. So I'll be back with this GATE 2020 question and some more. Till then, stay tuned, keep learning. Thank you very much.